next two players maybe help progress that meta. Should be a really good match for y'all. FX's own Dakpo versus HyLeN. Now, HyLeN, he's been that tried and true resident Toon Link main, but tonight we've seen him really put in some work with that Cloud.
Yes. He told me earlier that he was going to go all Cloud today. So this is going to be interesting.
And we heard from Dakpo on stream that he's really looking forward to playing new games now that he's graduated from college. That's why we got the Dak grad tag. But here we go. Game number 1 between Dakpo and HyLeN.
Oh, gentlemen to Midgar. Or what's it called again?
Omega Midgar?
Midgar. There. I'm sorry, I didn't play Final Fantasy.
Me neither, man. Me neither.
But
it's on the list, I promise. The music is bumping.
Yeah. Oh, Dakpo definitely is going to have a little bit of experience because last night we were playing some Cloud. So, yeah, Dakpo's not going to be too unfamiliar with the character.
And we're certainly seeing that experience right now. Oh, HyLeN trying to go for that setup that he wanted before. He told me just before I started commentating that...
Oh, that'll do it. That's the problem with Cloud that, like me and others have noticed, is that Cloud has these pretty good tools up until he gets off stage, where Limit Break is really important to have.
That's true. And because he used up his Limit Break on that finishing touch, all Dakpo needed to do was just use that little side B as HyLeN was trying to recover and push him off. Very well played. But no, one thing that HyLeN attempted was up air into full jump finishing touch, but he didn't quite get the right execution, the right timing, and Dakpo was able to go ahead and evade that. Interesting that both of these players have really, really good punish games. But I think that ZSS's slight advantage in neutral is what's making it so hard for HyLeN to find the openings that he's looking for.
Yes, I would agree with that as well. Also off stage too. Zero-Suit has many like recovery tools. She's not going to get gimped, you know. But wow.
Can she gimp?
Yes, she
can. She gimp?
And that is Cloud. Like that's going to be the struggle. That's going to be the challenge for any Cloud main is the recovery.
I think that's why I could see this definitely being much more in ZSS's favor than Cloud's favor.
Yeah.
Is because one thing that you touched on that's really important is Cloud really struggles when it comes to recovering. And what ZSS has, as we saw at that last sequence, is a plethora of edge guarding tools. She can use things like the down B. She can use options like the down air as a surprise. Even if she goes out there and does something like a forward air or neutral, it could be just enough. Side B even could be an option.
Yeah.
If it's not the limit broken version, it has a really hard time snapping to the ledge.
Yes.
So just a lot of options really when it comes to contesting this character's recovery. So for HyLeN, he has to make sure that he can avoid being off stage as much as possible.
Yeah. And game 1, HyLeN might have just taken a moment to figure out how Dakpo's going to play and how he's going to adjust with his Cloud to have a better game.
Oh, very fortunate. Great DI from HyLeN is going to allow him to avoid that final hit of that boost kick.
We got it.
There's the finishing touch.
That'll
it's going to be just enough to take the stock as well. You're right, 60%. That's the magic number on ZSS, as well as in the trailer we saw, I think 60% the magic number for Luigi as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. HyLeN starting off so strong here. And he has that limit already ready
to
go. What?
Nice. Dakpo was not expecting that.
I don't think anyone was expecting that.
I wasn't
HyLeN, please. 42, 51% arrow link.
Wow.
I mean, after being stomped on in that last game, HyLeN has a complete reversal, but Dakpo finally crushing some of that momentum with that down B special that we talked about before.
And right now, HyLeN still has the advantage, still has the percent advantage, and I think he's really adapted. Like, I think that's one of HyLeN's strong points is that, it's been a while since he's been here. He doesn't show up often, but I feel like he'll be one of the common threats.
He's the sleeper agent of DFW.
Yes,
that's
for sure.
That's the easiest way to put it. Dakpo is at kill percent right now. If HyLeN can charge up the limit, the limit is indeed ready to be broken.
But he might have to, he's forced to use it. And that's another thing, is that when Cloud gets limit break and he gets sent off stage, you can force him to use that limit break. And that way you don't have to worry about it.
So HyLeN having to start all the way back again from square number 1. I'll be honest, I don't really like the idea of challenging there. I feel like he would have been smart to just start charging the limit. And that's what he's opting to do this time.
And that's the thing about that, is that you can't really camp Cloud without giving him free limit break. Wow! And that'll do it.
Tiger Woods PGA Tour?
Yep.
That up smash though?
That just reminded me of Frank West's first shot.
Here's another hit, Barry Bonds. Well, more like Tiger Woods, but you're right. He's with
the Tiger Woods.
The PGA Tour, man. The PGA Tour.
Wow. And Iggy's trying to give Dakpo some coaching about Cloud.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah, his own
They're
brother.
brothers.
His own brother. He's like, yo,
Hey,
I
man.
got the
Iggy,
notes.
AKA Young Judas in the building.
Oh man.
Cain and Abel right now, man.
Let's see if Dakpo can adapt back.
I mean, that's the one thing that Dakpo is so good at. You know,
Yes, for sure.
He was really good at understanding that players, more often than not, are basically puzzles waiting to be solved. And as these sets continue, he's just continuing to put together some of these pieces. And we're seeing that coming to fruition here. He gets the boost kick, but again, HyLeN is able to just fall out before that final hit is able to connect. Finishing blow.
That's not enough, though, but that was a great confirm. I didn't even know he had that.
That's what we were talking about before. I think that was the up air into the finishing blow. And the reason it was so close to taking him off the top is because of the height that is generated from that initial up air.
Okay. Makes sense. I think Cloud's down air is really good for covering his landing so long as you do not land with lag, or you do it at a certain appropriate height.
And where HyLeN chose to use it before was just not the right height for that.
Yeah.
And Dakpo was able to get a free boost kick because of that.
Oh man, this is Dakpo's game right here.
I mean, he hasn't been able to connect with the full sequence, I think, throughout this set. But there's definitely a time to change that.
Okay, this is oh wow, and that's not gonna do it.
Is it possible that that limit breaker was staled? You know, we
I
haven't
don't
seen.
think so. I'm
Because-
surprised it didn't kill from that percent.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the percentage that he needed. But HyLeN's going to be getting two-stocked very quickly despite that insane performance in game number 2.
Yeah, I think that was just Dakpo. You know, the thing about just playing Cloud right now, everyone is just sort of having their different style, and you just have to adapt to the player. Like that up B that HyLeN did at like game 2, you just pull out like things that you didn't expect.
Yeah.
Game 3, Dakpo was like, all right, I'm going to get the momentum, and he got that.
He really did. He really did. He did such a fantastic job in game number 3. Right from the word go, he played very aggressively but very safe, and he was able to just, I think, dictate the pace of the match throughout, and HyLeN never had a chance to really find his footing.
Yeah, I would agree to that.